The coach's fingers dug into Kaede's shoulder, dragging him off the field. The stadium's roar turned to jeers.
Useless. The word burned. Kaede didn't answer.
A translucent window appeared. Quarterly stat recheck update 99%. Then it glitched. A spike of static shot through his skull. Kaede screamed, pressing his palms to his temples as his vision shattered into light and raw code. When he opened them, his left eye glowed blue with familiar status icons. His right glowed red, numbers scrolling across the iris. His own true stamina flickered beside the public stat, 12 on the official UI, but beneath it, a hidden line read 6. Actual. He stumbled to the tunnel, looking back at the field. There was the SSS striker, Kento, the one who danced past him all game. A timer appeared over Kento's left foot. Find left in dry. Zwei.
He could see it. The code behind the game.
The coach shoved Kaede back toward the pitch. Down a man. They had no choice but to send him back in. The timer rematerialized over Kento's foot. Habit. Faint left 3S. About to trigger. As the timer hit 0, Kaede slid into the lane and cleanly took the ball from Kento's feet.
What the? That was a perfect feint. No one reads that?
The stadium erupted. Even Kaede's own teammates on the bench froze, mouths open.
It wasn't luck. I saw the pattern 3 seconds early.
On the sideline, the coach stopped shouting. His glare sharpened into something colder.
He senses something's wrong, but he can't prove it.
Kaede scanned the field. More numbers flickered into view. Stamina reserves, habit timers, precise weakness coordinates.
No one else could see these. And that was the real danger.
The next afternoon, Kaede rolled onto the training pitch with a secret coiled behind his eyes.
Drill pattern, right flank cross finish. Every rep, every trigger laid out before the whistle.
He moved a full second before the signal, placing himself exactly where the ball would drop. His coach's veins bulged. The hidden stress meter beside his head spiked to 89%.
Another perfect touch. The drill was a solved equation now.
That's the third drill he's anticipated. His reaction is faster than the signal.
Mana zoomed in with her tablet, tagging every pre-movement frame from the stands above.
No pro in the league predicts with 0 lag. That's not instinct, it's information.
She cross-referenced his match log from 3 days prior. The deviation was statistically impossible.
He's reading something we can't see.
The next league match began, and Kaede stepped onto the pitch, already reading the code beneath every player. A window flickered over the center back. Weakness, weak foot right. Kaede drove hard to the right, then cut back left. The defender's ankle crumpled, and the ball was free.
The same system that buried me is now teaching me how to dig.
Up in the VIP box, Agent Takeda stopped scrolling on his tablet. A slow smile didn't reach his eyes. After the final whistle, Takeda intercepted Kaede in the tunnel, pressing a business card against his chest.
Kaie, the Federation's Information Warfare Division wants your gift. Join us.
Deception, intent, 94%. The number screamed in red. I don't sell my eyes.
Then you'll learn what the Federation sees when you're in its blind spot.
Within a week, a mandatory physical summons arrived. Kaede walked into the Federation lab knowing every sensor was a lie detector. Technicians strapped cold electrodes to his temples, aiming a retinal scanner at his glowing eye.
Competence level, 23%. The lead tech barely understood the machine he was operating.
Kae winced at the monitor. That waveform is wrong. You just fried the calibration. The tech froze. Alarms shrieked. In the scramble, Kaede ripped off the electrodes and lunged for the emergency release. Takeda stormed in to face an empty chair and a console sparking with error codes. His fist dented the metal.
Find him. He knows more than he's letting on.
By the time the lockdown engaged, Kaede was already sprinting through the maintenance tunnels toward the city.
The Federation will dissect me to control this glitch. I can't hide forever.
He needed an ally, someone who could read the hidden numbers as a weapon, not a secret. That night, Kaede slipped back to the training facility for his hidden notes. The corridor was silent until a shadow moved.
KA. 14 impossible predictions in 3 matches. You are seeing variables the Federation hides. Your heat map shows you react to stimuli no one else perceives. I am not here to expose you.
She's already cataloged everything. If she wanted to turn me in, I'd be in cuffs. Then, what do you want?
A partner. Low-rank pros are being crushed by hidden variables. I want to distribute what you see.
You are asking me to trust you with the one thing that's keeping me alive.
Your choice, Kaede. Go back to running alone, or level the playing field.
Kaede let the silence stretch. Then, slowly, he held out his hand.
Let's make sure the next C rank doesn't have to guess.
In a cramped room, cluttered with monitors and coffee cups, Kaede and Mana worked through every match tape they could steal.
This striker's true stamina is 14% lower than his public bracket. He'll collapse by minute 70.
Package it. We'll send it anonymously to his agent tonight.
The message arrived. Weakness coordinates. Left shoulder drop before cross. Fatigue threshold. Tishii pa cento. 3 days later, the same striker scored a hat trick in the final quarter, his opposition crumbling right on schedule. In Federation headquarters, an analyst flagged the statistical anomaly. Takeda stared at the screen, his jaw tight.
Someone's leaking internal variables. Plug every hole. Start with the suspicious coaches.
The next morning, an official letter landed on Mana's desk. Your coaching certification is under review.
They know the data's real. They're trying to choke me out.
Then we double down before they burn us. Every low-rank player deserves the truth.
Mana's phone vibrated. A voicemail, then another. Her hand shook as she raised it to her ear.
They're at my parents' house. Federation agents, asking questions about my unsanctioned research.
Then it's over. I'll go to Takeda and give him what he wants. No one else gets hurt.
Before his fingers touched the door, a golden window slammed across his vision. System Administrator requests audience.
The administrator, the core of the system itself, just summoned me. Mana, hide. Now, if the Federation traces this, they'll be here in minutes.
He stepped outside. A black taxi idled at the curb, its engine purring, no driver. The door opened for him. The city blurred as the taxi accelerated, streets and buildings falling away into streams of code. The colossal tower of crystal and code rose before him, an impossibility in the center of the city.
I'll get answers, or the administrator will end me. Either way, no one touches my team.
Kaede stepped across the tower's threshold, and the world dissolved into infinite white. No walls, no floor, only emptiness stretching in every direction.
Welcome, Anomaly. You have been reading the fine print that no other human eyes perceive.
You control the system. Why hide the truth, the real stamina, the weaknesses from everyone?
The truth is the product. A vanished civilization built this arena as a farm for athletic entertainment. Centuries ago, the standard UI is deliberately limited to maximize career failures. It heightens drama. Your glitch is an unintended bug, a crack in the spectacle.
Farm athletes for entertainment. Every career destroyed. Every broken dream, all by design. The whole league is a rigged show.
Keep the bug secret. You will want for nothing. Immunity from failure, wealth, victory. The masses remain in the dark, and the show goes on.
The administrator's form shimmered with infinite patience, waiting for Kaede's answer in the endless silence.
You want me to be complicit in a system that destroys people for ratings. That's not a deal. That's a cage.
The cage is comfortable. Tear the veil and the system will retaliate. The choice is yours. Anomaly.
As the administrator's offer hung in the air, Kaede's red eye twitched. A hidden string of code crystallized beneath the entity's serene surface. A window only he could see. Loophole. System collapse threshold. Broadcast full data.
A collapse threshold. The whole system can be broken from the inside, and I am holding the key. Your system has a flaw. Something even you can't completely control.
A minor oversight, not a weapon. You cannot hope to exploit it. Take the deal, Kaede.
I won't be your farm animal. Kept comfortable while everyone else is ground into failure for ratings.
Then you've chosen destruction. For yourself and for the fragile order you've known.
The infinite white cracked like glass. Shards of code fell away, and Kaede's body was hurled backward, tumbling through streams of raw data. He crashed onto the pavement outside the tower, gasping. The golden summons was gone, replaced by a new purpose burning in his chest.
Broadcast full data. If this game is rigged, I'll publish the cheat sheet for everyone.
Kaede found Mana's apartment door smashed. Cabinets were ripped open, research papers shredded across the floor. A note pinned with a knife read, "Safe House 7. Don't go anywhere else." Kaede sprinted through back alleys to number 7. Mana was already inside, her hands trembling as she assembled a signal booster.
We saw what they did to my apartment. My parents are in hiding. There's no going back now.
The administrator. The whole system is a farm for entertainment, and I found a way to collapse it.
Then we broadcast the raw data, all the hidden variables for everyone. That's the collapse sequence.
Through a grimy window, a red light blinked, a Federation drone hovering outside. They shoved laptops and drives into duffel bags. Mana pulled open a hidden floor panel, a maintenance tunnel. They dropped into the darkness as boots pounded above. The drone's hum grew louder.
They won't escape again. Lock down every exit. I want them in restraints by dawn.
They emerged from the tunnels into the hollow shell of an abandoned stadium. The scoreboard still flickered with residual power.
I've jacked into the scoreboard. We broadcast from here. The whole city sees it.
Kaede took his mark before the camera, the red light bathing his mismatched eyes in a bloody glow.
My name is Kaede. Every public stat the Federation shows you is a lie.
His next words dissolved into white noise. Red error windows flooded every screen.
They're jamming us. I can reroute through the emergency channels, but it'll take time.
Trace that signal. The moment they reroute, I want boots on the ground.
The control booth door blew inward. Armed enforcers swarmed the tiny room. A rifle butt cracked across Mana's hand. She screamed, but her bloody fingers never stopped typing. Kaede tackled the nearest guard, then dragged Mana into a maintenance shaft. The feed died, but they were still alive. In a hidden basement beneath the old stadium, Mana tore cloth around her mangled knuckles and connected the last of the emergency feeds.
I've tapped into the orphaned relay. No Federation jamming can touch this channel. Let's finish it.
Kaede stepped into the circle of the single bulb, his red eye still burning with the collapse threshold's number.
Your opponent's stamina isn't what it claims. Hidden habit timers, secret weaknesses, the Federation hides them all.
Mana uploaded the raw data packets, habit timer tables, true stamina graphs, weakness coordinates for every ranked player. In the city plaza, giant public screens flickered, then flooded with the leaked variables. People stopped, stared, then screamed. Her phone pinged. A live feed appeared. Her parents' house, surrounded by Black Federation vehicles.
Don't stop.
Kaede nodded and kept reading the collapse script until the final data packet sealed. The broadcast cut, but the data had already spread. Takeda's voice crackled on a nearby radio, frantic. Shut it all down. A star striker collapsed mid-sprint on live broadcast, his true stamina dissolving to 0 right on schedule. Coaches stormed the Federation's sideline booth, demanding explanations. their voices cracking through the chaos.
The system is glitching everywhere. Public UIs are breaking down mid-match.
He's using the loophole. The broadcast is feeding the collapse logic.
Across the city, random UI windows began flickering over pedestrians, blinking error messages in their vision.
It's working. The threshold is cracking open. But we haven't fully triggered the collapse yet.
The core entertainment algorithm is still running. We need to upload the final piece to delete it.
The show must go on. I will not allow a broken script.
The Federation issued an emergency blackout, but players were already reading the leaked stats mid-game.
The administrator's losing control. One more push, and the system shatters.
The basement door splintered inward. Takeda stepped through the dust, pistol raised, his enforcers fanning out behind him.
You've been a thorn, Kaede. This ends now.
You rigged the game for centuries. Every stat, every failure, scripted for your entertainment.
Kaede's hand slid the USB into the laptop. A red progress bar snapped to life, its numbers racing toward completion.
This core algorithm has scripted every match for centuries. I'm publishing it to every connected device.
Don't take him down.
Takeda fired. The bullet screeched off a wall. His enforcer's optical UI glitched, throwing the aim into chaos. The laptop erupted in a flood of red code, the upload shockwave ripping through every electronic device in the room. Takeda's gun sparked and died. The enforcers clawed at their visors as the red code consumed their vision.
It's sinking. The collapse sequence is executing. The entire system is beginning to fracture.
Every screen in the city plaza flickered. Then blazed a single message. System offline.
You've ruined the show. Centuries of entertainment, undone by a minor variable.
Take's gun clattered to the floor. The enforcers, their visors clearing, turned their weapons on him. Kaede and Mana climbed out of the basement. The sky was clear of UI for the first time in their lives. People in the streets stared at their empty hands, then at each other, as if waking from a long dream.
You have not won, Kaede. This was your one move. Now you are blind again.
Federation vehicles pulled away. Inside, Tiktada sat in cuffs, staring at nothing.
Without the system, every match is real now. The fight for honest football starts here.
The glitch that cursed me just set everyone free. But freedom means starting from zero.
The rebuilt world would be harder, crueler, but finally honest. That was enough. Weeks later, Kaede walked onto a simple pitch. No floating windows, no blinking numbers, only grass and noise. The game was ragged, passes missed. Defenders stumbled, but no one was being fed false strengths.
My red eye is dead. I can't see the weak foot or the stamina leak. I have to read the body now.
The match clawed toward its end, still scoreless. Kaede's lungs burned. Then a teammate sent a low cross through a seam of legs. The ball rolled toward Kaede's right.
The old defender's weight shifted. I know this pattern. Not a number, a memory.
Kaede feinted left, the same move he'd once read from a timer, and cut right. He struck without thinking. The ball tore past the keeper's dive and hit the net. The stadium erupted. A raw, unassisted roar for nothing but human skill.
No crutch, no code, just me.
Mana's father hugged her so tightly she laughed. No Federation agents, no surveillance, just a family whole again. Kaede stood at the doorway, watching. A small smile crossed his normally guarded face. By sunset, every news channel declared the Federation dissolved. The old system was gone, and with it, the lies.
We didn't just break a system. We gave the game back.
No more hidden traps. Just speed, sweat, and instinct.
Their hands rested on the ledge, inches apart. No screens between them, just the quiet hum of the city below.
Do you ever miss it, seeing what no one else could?
I see everything I need.
The sun dipped below the skyline, and for the first time, the world felt neither rigged nor broken.
The glitch is gone, but what it left behind is real.
On a sun-drenched training ground, Kaede stood before a group of children, a whistle hanging from his neck.
No numbers, just your eyes and your will. If you see an opening, take it.
A small boy nodded, his worn cleats fidgeting on the grass. No UI data hovered to guide him. The drill began, and the boy drove forward, reading the defender's body, not a hidden timer. He shot low into the corner. As the ball nestled in the net, he looked up, nothing but clear sky. Later, at the stadium entrance, a bronze plaque gleamed in the evening light. No holograms, no floating stats, just a simple monument to the honest sport. Kaede stood before the old administrator's tower, now a hollow shell of shattered code.
It was never about the power. It was about what you do once you know the truth.
In the city parks, the next generation played without cages, trusting only their senses. Kaede stepped alone into the hollow remnant of the administrator's tower. Darkness and silence greeted him. Fragments of the old system still drifted in the air, jittering lines of broken code, harmless as dust.
The show must go on.
It will. Just not your show.
He reached out and touched a wall of fractured code. Beneath his fingers, it crumbled into golden dust. The dust spread, and the tower began to dissolve. Not in violence, but in a quiet release. Kaede watched the dissolution, then turned toward the distant rectangle of daylight. The tower collapsed in complete silence, its structure folding into the sky without a single sound. He didn't look back. The past was dust now, and the future was finally his own. In the city below, the first stars appeared. There were no numbers among them. Years later, the World Cup final filled a stadium with nothing but raw human noise. No windows, no stats. The score was tied 2-2. Extra time hung on every breath. A young striker, without a single stat above his head, wove through 3 defenders with pure instinct. He struck the ball, and the net rippled. The stadium detonated into light and sound. Kaede clapped, his eyes wet, his hands trembling with the memory of a long fight.
This is football.
This is us.
The players hugged. No data overlays, just sweat-stained jerseys and genuine exhaustion. In the stands, Kaede and Mana's hands found each other, their fingers intertwining without a screen in sight. The game continued, pure and human as it always should have been. On the same rooftop from years before, an old man leaned on a cane. His hair had turned silver, but his eyes were still clear and blue below. Children laughed and chased a ball through the streets. No overlays, no predictions, just the sound of joy.
We gave the game back, she said. And she was right.
He closed his eyes, feeling the wind. A single tear traced the wrinkles on his cheek.
It was worth it.
The cane rested against the railing. The old man didn't need it for this moment. The city stretched before him, glittering with honest light. No hidden variables, no ancient farms, just lives. He looked up. The stars were clear tonight. No code, no system windows, not even the memory of a glitch, just light, stretching into forever. Silence. Then, softly, the sound of a distant whistle.